What's going on, everybody? Thanks so much for being here. It is Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020. Brian here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Happy Equinox, fall, spring, wherever you are on this beautiful planet we live on. Happy Equinox to you, and happy Libra season. Woo! Happy Libra season. And happy birthday. Shout out to all the Libras that are about to have their solar return. This is a big time. This is a huge shift. We're literally shifting into the second half of the seasons. Major changes are coming, and this is like the start of it, as this cardinal air, and where we really got to figure out where we're going, and we got to figure out where we're going to find balance, which is going to be much harder than some would think. So look at the chart here. Of course, boom, baby, Libra season in full effect. Now, the sun's not making terrible aspects here. It is going to oppose Lilith in the beginning. It's kind of working up to that, but it's not so bad. It's more of like a balance of, we need to find ourselves right now more so than we need to find what other people want. It's like we really do have to, kind of find the balance within ourselves more than anything. And it's hard too, because we have this moon here, which is going to start squaring Neptune today, that moon in Sag, later on in the evening. But it's making good aspects at the same time, where we're going to get the trine to Venus. And Venus, of course, in the Yod with Neptune and Jupiter. So it's a pretty powerful day, and of course the moon's going to finish up in Sag with a trine to Mars retrograde. There's a lot of fire, and there's a lot of I think passion that we need to focus on today, and like find that balance deep within to create from it really deep inside of ourselves, and to move from that place of intensity for where we want to create, but also with this Yod to Venus, it is like finding the beauty inside to create from that place, and to create the like true magical place that you want, and that ultimate value in life. And I think that Spirit's trying to pull us to that direction with this Yod to Venus, but we have we have Mercury here, which is going to square Saturn, and that's really tightening up today, along with Mars at 26 degrees here, squaring Saturn too. There is a lot going on today, and I think we have to be passionate about expanding the beauty within ourselves, and making our life great, and connecting to people that are great. And I think that's going to help us find balance within ourselves. But it's definitely this point here today where major shifts, major portal is taking place. And and I have another chart. I can't really talk today, but I'm just going to roll with it. Another chart, and it's the heliocentric, and I just want to bring some attention to that, and why I think this Libra season, not to mention that the sun is going to oppose Mars retrograde. It's going to square Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto here, and it's going to be making, hard aspects left and right. But I'll show you on that. And today is, the moon's going to kind of come up on the south node here. There's comfort, I think, in like finding our ultimate beauty and the ultimate value in life, and by not wavering, and by taking your creation to the next level, and finding the harmony within yourself. Because the thing is it just doesn't seem like we're going to be able to look outside of ourselves for it. Like, that's the ultimate lesson with this Libra season, is like with this Yod to Venus, it's like the ultimate value and gift is within yourself, and it's within having value and confidence to move forward with the things and the passion in life that bring you that value, whatever they may be. So, I mean, I would say that, and, there's a lot of fire in this chart right now with the moon here in Sag, and there's, trines happening, and there's definitely some positive aspects in the Yod to Venus. It's truly like expanding within to get the ultimate, and but not getting too comfortable with the south node and the moon. They can start to get comfortable when they get on each other like that. We still have to push and be curious. We can't just get lost in the universe necessarily. We still have to bring things to reality. We still have to be curious. We can't just lose ourselves in beliefs and expansion. We do have to bring it to reality, and make that reality, make sense in your life. So it's definitely, it's not, it's a crazy day with this shift here. And, Mercury's 30 minutes here, a little bit more than that, but, we're about to enter shadow period too tomorrow on Wednesday. So, this is kind of that big moment to look for whatever you can and to dive deep within your soul to find that ultimate beauty and harmony and to expand from there, but to bring it to reality. With so much fire, you can get lost in creation, but we have to be able to ground that fire here and ground that intensity and passion and love here. And, that's how we build the ultimate reality, is by creating from, that fire within our spirit. So there's definitely a lot about that. And Mercury square Saturn is definitely, it's bringing a lot of heaviness to where we're thinking we have to go and what we have to weigh out and how we're going to make it to the top and how we're going to proceed to climb. So it's definitely a lot going on in our heads with what needs to be done and where we need to be responsible and take care of things in life. So there's a lot going on in a lot of different aspects today, but I would say that there's definitely positivity if you're going towards the beautiful things in life and the things that make you happy. And it's almost like having fun with Venus and Leo, laugh and smile and enjoy life and stop taking it so serious, But at the same time, you still have to bring it to reality and be responsible today with Saturn squaring Mars, squaring Mercury. And then, of course, Mercury getting ready to oppose Mars. So there's definitely a lot within how we're going to figure out how we're going to move forward. And we do have to make the ultimate, I don't want to say sacrifice, but the ultimate, step forward to what makes the most sense in reality. And we have to, we have to be smart about it. And we have to look out for ourselves. I'm not saying disregard others. People that are on your vibe, in your tribe, are going to be with you for this ride. It's being able to connect with people that are on the other side of the fence with this North Node in Gemini. We got to be able to somehow just understand them and be curious enough to bridge a gap and let them do their thing without getting too involved in trying to change them, but to stay in your truth and to still communicate and be in your truth, but not to get lost. Yeah, so it's a heavy day in that aspect. And I'll show you the Helio chart here because this is all of Libra season. So I put it so that all the planets, I didn't put it that way, but I made sure the chart had it this way so I could draw across the horizon right there. This is the heliocentric chart here. And this is from the sun's point of view, the sun being in the middle right here. And all the planets are down on one side of our galaxy right now. There's a couple asteroids on this chart up here. Not that important, little sprinkles of consciousness. All of our consciousness is on one side. All of our big bodies, our mass, the energies that really affect us on a daily basis from the sun's point of view are on one side. So this is why I think that this Libra, and they're going to be this way. It's not going to just change. Mercury is going to come catch up. This is the Earth, by the way. Mercury is going to catch up to the sun, and that's what's going to make the retrograde. The sun's going to pass Mars here, which is why Mars is in retrograde. These guys are all going to pop direct. It's just this way right now. There's this vast opening on the other side. And I want to shout out David Palmer, the Leo King, of course, and then, of course, Michael Erlewine, because that's where the Leo King got a lot of his information. So I want both of those amazing astrologers to get recognition from this video because this Helio chart was brought to my attention by the Leo King. So I want to give him credit for showing me that. There's a vastness on the other side, is the way that they put it. It's like an emptiness. And it's like we're all going to be searching for some way to fill that emptiness. So it's an interesting time in our lives. I think everybody can agree on that. And I want you guys to know that, we're going to get through it. Things are going to get weird. Libra season in geocentric is looking weird. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to get a Mercury retrograde in there, and it's there's no two ways around it. It's going to be a hard time. A lot of cardinal opposition, squares, T-squares. So we're coming into a crazy new shift into this time, and not look so far out into the vastness, but we have to like find a balance and like see where the other side's coming from when it almost looks like that other side is just completely wrong and empty. But it's like we have to channel that energy as well right now, because the universe is heavy on one side. Maybe not the universe, but our galaxy is heavy on one side, extremely heavy. So there's an emptiness, and all things pass, so I don't want anybody to like think that when things tend to probably heat up in our reality here, that there's not a way out, because there is a way out. And it's by looking deep within yourself and finding harmony in your life. And we go back to like North Node Gemini. It is about creating the environment that you can find harmony in. It's about being curious about all that is and not just sticking to one thing. And we have to figure things out and express our truth and communicate, but at the same time not shame people for their side. If people don't agree, that's okay. It's good to have conversations. Put your truth out there, and people that align with it and vibe with it are going to vibe with it. And people that don't, whatever. There's so many humans on this planet. Like, if somebody doesn't vibe with you, whatever, someone else will. So I just wanted to share that chart with you and let you know that this is going to be probably one of the most unbalanced Libra seasons we've ever had, and we're all going to be searching for it. And I think to an extent, people are going to find it, but there's going to be times, and there's going to be hardship, and there's going to be things that we're going to have to work through to find it, to find that harmony and that balance and that beauty. And it's within, and it's with spirit. And it's like, this Yod to Venus here, spirit's pointing towards the victory here with Leo and Venus. It's, just have fun and try and enjoy yourself and make your life what you can make it. We are creators, and even if things get hard, we can still create our way out by enjoying our trip here. And, it's kind of heavy stuff coming. You can feel it in the astrology, and especially with the elections ramping up and big shifts. So, yeah, let's pull a card here. The Page of Swords reversed. Yeah, if we don't keep being curious and try and get messages out there, and try and really learn how we're going to get through this, I think we're going to feel like we're completely upside down and lost and on the completely wrong path. There's a lot of curiosity that has to be out there. And I think this card really sums up Libra season sometimes, because we can be weighing out so many things, and it's like we have to be willing to put our mind to, what we really want to create. And we have to be, extremely curious right now with the North Node in Gemini, and not just get lost in the world and get lost in what's going on. And we have to focus on ourselves and our journey, and that's the key to get out of this. And it'll manifest different for everybody depending on your environment and how you're set up right now. And why'd we get that card? The Three of Wands reverse. Yeah, we got to be willing to go to the other side and look for something bigger. I think bigger within ourselves. And the more we shy away from turning our back to things that don't make sense and being curious about what else there could be, the more we're going to feel stuck and just totally one-sided and lopsided and out of balance. So we got to definitely look at where we want to go in life right now, and not get stuck in crazy world drama. There's these planets all pop in direct in Capricorn. I mean, when they were all direct, that was when things were like at its peak, and they went retrograde and they gave us a little break. So we had our break, and now we have to figure out where we're going to go and how we're going to get through what's coming, because 2020 is not over by any means. And I know people have had enough of this year. It's been a crazy year, but it's all perspective. I switched careers and became an astrologer. This is one of the best years of my life. Did I spend a lot more time at home? Yes. Maybe I wanted to, though. Could I not take my son to the park? Yes, that sucked. My son loves the park, and I like taking him there. Lots of things, but this is about finding what works in your environment, what makes sense to you, and to not, get lost in the lopsided world that seems like we're out there. This is a huge, this split is ginormous. So it's a whole new season. It's a whole new, vibe here as the northern hemisphere shifts to winter. The southern hemisphere shifts to summer. So I love you guys very much as always, but I want you guys to know that Libra season is no joke, and it's important, and it can be very constructive on our journeys, but it's this journey of finding a balance within ourselves and not getting lost and not losing track of our goals and not losing track of who we are, and making sure that our relationships do align with us. We can't look so much at other people. We have to make sure that we're Mars retrograde in Aries. We have to look at ourselves really hard right now and decide where we're going and where we want to put our energy and where we want to put our drive. So fun times. We'll see how it goes, how it manifests, but I got faith everybody's going to be good that watches this channel, at least. As far as the world goes, I got faith that there's going to be a lot of crazy shit that happens. We'll see. Either way, I love you guys. We got this, and I will see you tomorrow for the horoscope. One love.